Hey everyone, welcome back to Is Your Six Covered. I got some fun video for you guys to see. You're gonna see a lot of screw ups. You're gonna see maybe some things I did okay on. But it was my first time competing in a 3-gun competition, and I learned a lot of stuff. Pretty neat. I'll go through it as the video's going. You'll get to see all my screw ups and that kind of stuff. And I wasn't really going for time per se. I wanted to try to keep it clean. Not get disqualified. There's a lot of ways to get disqualified in 3-gun competition. So my main goal was not to get disqualified, and I did actually pretty good for being the first time going out. So there was 80 something shooters, and I placed like 54th or something. So I'm excited. One of the people that I competed against was Todd Jarrett, one of the huge big name. All he does is shoot. Great shooter. He got first place. And the buddy that's been training me, he's actually got second place. So with that said, watch the video, have some fun, and see you guys soon enough. Bye. Alright, so if you're stuck around, this is the shotgun only stage. A lot of shotgun, a lot of targets. As I'm going, I'm basically trying to reload. I'm dropping stuff, extra rounds.
Shoot right, shoot right. You just put it in the tube. Shoot right.
If I could do it all over again, I'd just walk slower, a little more smoother. This I had to put in a slug through that tree,
go ahead and take that
tunnel there. There was a steel you had to hit with the slug.
Yep.
So when you got a semi-auto, you got to figure out when to feed it in.
There you go. Reload now.
But it's definitely tricky. A lot of little things that can improve your score. And it's just practice, I would assume.
Don't walk it.
But you can see I'm doing pretty good right here. I'm loading shells. Can't break the 180. It was pretty close there. Something to think about.
Make sure you have 5. Moving.
Right here I'm going. I'm fumbling, trying to reload. Trying to make sure I don't pass anything. There was a lot of stuff on each side of the stage. So right here's the line where you got to stop. There's a popper that engages a clay. And you got 2 different clays on one on each side as well. Right here I ran out, which took up some valuable time. Which in turn you gotta drop the bolt in order to feed one. Or I should have went through and around with the round saver, but. So right here I'm loading in a slug. So I got to get rid of one of the clays on the ground in order for the slug to be fed. And you see the steel in the back. It's blue. Doing halfway okay here. I reload 2 more. And then it all goes to hell in a handbasket.
Dump in the bucket to your left.
But I learned a lot from this.
Go to the spot.
I was using P-mags, which is not so much the mag's fault. I basically loaded it too much. I put 30 in it. There was no room in the spring for it to actually seat. I really thought it was seated, but I learned a lot from that. So hopefully I never do that again. You can tell I'm beating the shit out of it, trying to make sure it's in there. And guess what? It falls out. So I'm a little confused right here because there's a lot of targets and a lot of points, and you get more points, meaning more time, which you don't want, for non-engaging and basically missing. So there was some time that I ate up there. Did okay, and then all of a sudden, when I changed mags, I basically had to. I can't remember what it was. It wasn't a failure to feed, but I had 2 in there basically, so I had to fix that. That went okay. It went pretty smooth. Really, still not trying to go for time. This is the next course. A lot of this stuff was between 160 yards to 204 yards away. There's a couple vehicles that are way down there towards the 200 section. 186, I think, was one of them, and I don't remember the rest. But it's an 8-inch steel plate. It's a pretty decent shot. I was having to aim left side of the plate in order to hit it, which the gentleman here that's talking to me, He's kind of been coaching me. He's helped me out. I turned the power down so I could hit these targets as I was walking. But when I got to this point, now I'm shooting far again. There's a plate rack. It has 6 on it.
Smooth with it.
And I'm at 1 power right now. I ran a 1 to 4 power.
You can do that. That's fine.
But he kind of coached me through it and said, hey, you need to turn your magnification up. And then I started hitting them. Now, a lot of people on this course didn't complete it like myself due to time restraints. There's a lot of targets that people missed as well as me when it comes to, like I said earlier, if you miss it, you don't get the engagement of the target, so you get penalized there, and then you have no bullet holes in the target, so you also get penalized for that as well. But I'm learning, training, practicing, and all we can do is train. All the things you need to remember, like I went too far, I needed to shoot from that spool there. So there's a lot of things to remember. I think that's half the problem, is trying to remember all the criteria. But on this side of the pond, there's some targets. I think the farthest one out was 204 yards. And you can't even see it in the camera, at least when I'm filming this thing or talking right now. Here's another stage. So that one before, you basically stopped me because time had ran out. This one you're shooting through the vehicle, and then you got some targets at 150 yards. In between there, like I think it was 85 and 100 and something yards. Shooting steel and paper through there. Each paper target either needs to be 1 in the center or 2 on paper. Basically, we just practice with just hitting 2 on paper. It's faster than trying to figure out if your eyes can catch the hole or not, whether you got one in the center mass or not, if you have to hit it again. So it's just better, basically the way I've been getting trained. Just throw 2 in it real quick and call it done. The targets all the way down by the berm in the back there were the farthest ones, and I had a little difficulty. I figured I didn't want to waste time because I just didn't finish time on the other one, so I got the engagement on one of them, and then I got a non-engagement because I didn't even see the target, another target to the right of it that I missed. Did okay on the shotgun. I hit the tree well, the dueling tree, but the weight, and a lot of people were running into problems with this just because the way it was on the side of the slope. Everything wanted to stay on the left, and you had to basically bring the other 3 back. So that, at that point, I needed to keep going, continue on, because there's still more targets that I wouldn't got engagement on for times. So I loaded up some rounds. This one I felt pretty good on. So you got two poppers that shoot clays up, and the other one I run out right here. I needed 1 more, and then time had stopped. This one was basically a burn 'em up kind of thing. There's a steel plate in the back, 6 of them. You gotta hit those. I'm at 1 power right here, and I was doing all right. Things I could do better. At least my mag didn't fall out right. Shotgun I felt pretty comfortable in. It's a new shotgun. I borrowed it from my buddy, but it worked good. I mean, I just need some more time on it. Pistol here was pretty slow. You had to reload after the 3rd target and then engage the next 3 targets with two in the paper, and then time had stopped. This one was kind of fun. I thought I was doing really good. Not so much fast good, but I was doing pretty good. But there was a few targets, paper targets, that you needed to hit with rifle that I completely forgot about. So again, I didn't get the failure. I got failure to engage on a couple of them, and it's just more time that they add to it. It's kind of like golf. You want a lower score. Pistols I did okay on. There's a couple there. That one plate I just shot is a 4x4 inch plate. It's a tiny little bastard. But took a few rounds on this one. It took me a couple to get that one right there. I'm not shooting at any other thing than that little target. It's small, so I needed to slow down, squeeze. Shotgun I did okay. I felt like you had to stay inside the box You know, Texas Star here in the middle with 2 poppers on each side. And if I wouldn't have missed that one right there, I wouldn't have had to reload. So
Wait for it, and
what do you do? So you guys take care. Have a great day. Remember, is your 6 covered? And hope you enjoy the video. I don't mind showing you my screw-ups because maybe someday I'll be better. With that said, see you on the next one.